What's up, guys? Welcome back to Mocs. Today we're building the Empire State Building, but with a twist from the movie Elf. I freaking love it. All right, guys, let's jump into this. The front of this is based off of the real Empire State Building. I think they probably use some sets for different things, but you can see there we have the little white draping down across the front of that cool canopy piece and some light posts. And of course, Buddy himself, Mr. Elf, here utilizing a lot of cool minifigure pieces. The elf torso, that's actually Rogue's legs, and then Peter Pan's head as well. So yeah, really like that. We're gonna add some security guards for the Empire State Building. If you've seen the movie, you know he gets kicked out. He also has his little snow globe as well that Papa Elf gives him. So that's really cool. We're gonna have a hot dog stand as well, because this is just a classic New York City landscape. You can see just, man, it's really fun to build this, honestly. Here's the hot dog guy worker here. He's selling hot dogs, you know. There's snow throughout. I really like the details. Here is Buddy's stepmom and his stepbrother here with the snowball. Just, man, just classic, of course. That's kind of referencing the snowball fight that Buddy and him have. Really, really fun scene. As you can see here, the side railings with the gum on it. Of course, Buddy's gonna go around and eat the gum. There's a trash can. There's snow everywhere. We got the hobo that's with the boombox, and as you know, Santa wakes him up when Santa's crash landing. So that's just another classic scene. This old guy as well that Buddy kind of mistakes as Santa Claus. Just a hilarious scene. Obviously, he's just a normal guy. But yeah, just really classic. In the back, we're gonna have actually the ice skating ring. We're gonna add another civilian here as well. I love having all the minifigures here and some winter clothing. But yeah, I had to add the ice skating ring scene, and it's just iconic seeing them skate here. We're gonna add the flags to the side. I am basing this off of the real life location. This was really fun to build, honestly, and I have been here in New York City before. So yeah, really cool to build this real life place. Obviously, a lot of the movie takes place in New York City, and they actually filmed a lot of stuff on location. So it's really cool to build this. And Elf is probably one of my favorite Christmas movies of all time. This is obviously not a superhero mock or a Star Wars mock, but I feel like Lego could do an Elf Lego set in the future. I really do. Here is the huge golden statue of an ice skater here that is actually at this ice skating rink. Go look up. It's actually there. So yeah, really cool to add that. And then some civilians throughout as well. And of course, we have to have Buddy and Jovi here ice skating in their winter apparel. Elf's wearing his huge hat. It's so funny that piece worked out so good. And of course, the ginormous Christmas tree here that I have built. I think this turned out okay here. We're using the fern pieces. We're using different flower pieces as the ornaments and lights and different stuff. And then the gold leaves as a star for the top. So yeah, guys, I really like how this turned out. And a few more civilians throughout, of course. This is New York City. There's people just everywhere. Really cool to do all these characters in like winter gear. And of course, we're gonna have like an angry civilian. That's the penguin, obviously. And then a civilian handing out flyers. That's another reference to the one scene where Buddy is taking all of the flyers from the different people. Just so funny. And they're like, get out of here, obviously. So man, just an iconic scene. Of course, we have to have a New York City taxi. So we'll add that here. That is from the Spider-Man Daily Bugle set. If we work our way inside, we're gonna have a big mural of the actual Empire State Building here with the elevators on either side. This is actually based off of the movie as well, and the real life location of the main lobby. We're gonna have some trees there, and yeah, you can see the elevators, the cool designs on the floor, some flags as well. Those are actually American flags, but Lego doesn't have an American flag piece. We're gonna add some potted plants as well and some railings just like in the movie. And as you can see, this turned out really well. I think this it looks like the building. It's got the black lines. It's got the cool floor pattern. And of course, Buddy is gonna be going in and adventuring into there and meeting a lot of cool people, including maybe his dad. So yeah, let's add the next few floors. As you can see, the front part there is the Empire State sign that's actually on the building. So really cool to add that. I love the snow elements, the gray as well, mixed with the beige. And a lot of people, you know, I can't really figure out what color is the Empire State Building, because sometimes it's darker because it gets dirty, but actually it is a beige color, which works out because I have a lot of beige bricks. So really cool to do that. And the top looks excellent here. I really like how that turned out as well with the pointy gray top. The next floor is going to be the mailroom. I know this is in the basement, but We had to add it in, of course, because there's just such iconic scenes. Don't worry, we're going to cover up that Lego Star Wars brick back there with this little bookcase here with a pizza box on top. And of course, we have to have an elevator. We're going to have a printer. We're going to make this look like the mail room, obviously, where all the mail gets shipped out from the Empire State Building, all the different companies and different stuff. But of course, Buddy gets a job here pretty fast. We're going to have a little table with some letters and a TV. We're going to make this feel kind of grubby and gray and dark, just like in the movie. And of course, we have to have the pipes where Buddy thinks they are sucky, which is hilarious scene as well. You could put the mail through those, little crate with some mail, some more boxes, of course. And of course, we have to have the ginormous table that Buddy dances on. We'll show that in a second here. We're going to have a red fire extinguisher, which makes this iconic as well, because that's in a lot of sets, of course. And a little thing of packages and another little mail slip as well. And then some letters throughout all over the floor. It's kind of a mess in here. If you could imagine the chaos of a mailroom. We're going to add some employees as well. Just some generic minifigures from other sets. Some pure custom minifigures as well. We're using a lot of office minifigures, as you can see. And of course, we have to add Daryl because he looks like an office worker as well. He looks like he could be working. Obviously, I love that torso. That's a great torso to include him here as well. So yeah, really awesome here. And we're going to also add Newman from the Seinfeld set because he's a post office worker. So that's perfect as well. You'll see him here in a second. We're going to add some lights as well, just like in the shot in the movie. And of course, this is an iconic scene. One of my favorite scenes in the movie where Buddy and his newfound friend are drinking syrup and coffee in the crates. Pretty hilarious. This guy, somehow he's 26 years old, which he's definitely not, which is such a funny scene. Here's Buddy in his business attire here. They're drinking syrup and coffee. They're having a great time. They're going with the flow. Which obviously they shouldn't be going with the flow. They're trying to get out of the flow. And here is Buddy dancing on the table. Just, man, what an iconic scene. So hilarious, so fun. And of course, we're going to add a takeaway wall just because we want this to feel complete. Man, I love this so far, guys. The next room is going to be the office lobby for Greenway Press. This is the place where Buddy's dad works, of course. We're going to have an American flag just like in the office there with the secretary. Just another funny, iconic scene where Buddy is walking through the office and he's just like a fish out of water, obviously. We're going to add another plant as well, and we're going to add a secretary desk here. And here is the secretary, of course, from the movie. She's a famous actress. She's obviously in The Mandalorian as well. If you know, you know. Obviously, she's friends with Jon Favreau, who directed The Elf, and he directed, of course, The Mandalorian show. So very cool. And of course, we're going to use Oscar here as the purpley shirt man, as Buddy points out in the movie. Man, really iconic. And another takeaway wall as well to make this feel complete. On the flip side of this, as you can see, through that door right there, we're going to have Buddy's dad's office, just like in the movie. And even looking at the reference material, like just clips from the movie, he's got a dollar bill on the wall framed. He's got his certificates and different things. Obviously, this is a children's book company. They publish children's books. So, really cool to have that utilized here with a bookcase. We're also going to have the little tiny pig that Buddy sits on. I know I should have gotten the pig, piece, but I made my own little pig. So as you can see, I think it turned out pretty cartoony and fun. And yeah, we got the bookcase there with all the children's books. Same for this right here with a little trophy, possibly for a good, really great book. Yeah, I really like how this turned out. Of course, we have to have the nun who says, "The children love the books." So yeah, just a classic scene. We're gonna have a desk here with a computer and a red mug as well. I feel like Lego would have included something like that as well. So yeah, of course, we have to have the dad, just an iconic, angry individual played by James Caan, of course, really cool actor. But yeah, I really like how this office turned out. It feels like a kid's book office, and obviously he is on that team of individuals. But yeah, he's going to learn the Christmas cheer very soon, hopefully, by Buddy, his real son, who he kind of lost contact with. Just an iconic movie. Love it. And this next floor is going to be the boardroom, or the main huge conference room for Greenway Press. We're going to have a little table with some coffee cups on it, a takeaway wall. Let's slide around to the other side and see kind of the coolness of this room here with the Greenway Press logo. We're going to have that on the wall. You can see that in the movie, of course, so it's cool to make that as well with some paper and glue onto obviously a Lego brick. Of course, we have to have Miles Finch on the main table here. He's pretty angry. Obviously, he's not a South Pole elf. If you've seen the movie, you know. We're gonna have some of the employees as well. We got the main boss, and you know, these guys are pretty hilarious. And of course, Buddy barging in with his huge hat, saying he's in love, and then kind of insulting Miles Finch. Just an iconic, hilarious scene, of course. Gotta love it. And of course, a takeaway wall to put up here as well, just to make this feel very complete, guys. And that's all of the interior rooms. We're gonna add some different transparent elements to hold Santa's sleigh, which is actually the official Lego set. We just swapped out a few different things, which you'll see in a second. We have the huge engine that falls off, of course, because, you know, Christmas, kids aren't believing in Santa much anymore. Just an iconic scene. And we have Santa's sleigh, the official Lego set. We did add some stuff to make it a little bit more stable. Of course, we traded out Santa's face for a actual tan minifigure face, of course. But yeah, really cool, guys. You can see, obviously, we switched out Elf's dad's hat with Santa's hat, you know, because he wears Santa's suit at the very end. They're singing Christmas carols. You can see the engine here. Santa's sleigh just looks great. Of course, he has to have the skateboard in the back, the puff board, so we added that back there for Buddy's brother, of course. And yeah, man, just iconic, guys. I love this movie. The Empire State Building is a really cool building as well. I really wanted to build it for Spider-Man, but I was thinking, man, this could be a Buddy the Elf mock. Honestly, I don't really need to do a Spider-Man mock when I can do a movie that really displays the Empire State Building really well. So I'm really proud of how this turned out, guys. I love Christmas, obviously. I love the reason behind Christmas, and Elf is one of my favorite Christmas movies of all time, up there with It's a Wonderful Life. So yeah, guys, really fun to build this. Here's a cohesive shot of every room, all the takeaway walls, and yeah, guys, really fun to build this. This took me about a week. I know it's been kind of crazy on the channel, not a lot of content. I am moving to another state, guys, so thank you for being understanding there. And yeah, just another cool little element there. Of course, the brother holding Santa's book. That's kind of another little Easter egg as well. But yeah, man, really fun to build this. Santa's sleigh looks great in it. That's a great set. Got it pretty cheap off of Mercari, I think for like 25 bucks. So really, honestly, a cool set. Here is a shot of the back of the Empire State Building. We didn't see a lot of this. Obviously, we saw the ice skating rink and the tree, but going up, the windows do continue. As you can see, I love the flag elements, the different walkways and such. And I liked all the snow throughout as well. This made it feel very Christmassy. You know, I love these archway windows as well. And the back is pretty similar to the front. But yeah, guys, I'm super proud of it. Let's break down the minifigures. Of course, here we have our main characters with Santa, Buddy's dad and his brother, and Buddy, the two security guards, of course. We got Buddy and Jovi and his stepmom. And yeah, we're using a lot of cool minifigure elements. And of course, we have to have you know, the secretary, we have the purpley shirt man, we have the nun, the hobo, of course, and then the guy dressed like Santa, and then, of course, the guy handing out flyers. You have to have a lot of different civilians, and then the mailroom guys as well. You can see there I added Newman, and then, of course, the Greenway Press guys and Miles Finch guys. Thank you so much, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. We have awesome content coming in 2026. Merry Christmas to you guys. Thank you so much. Peace.